Hello and welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft 360 Season 2 Episode 46? Yeah. We're just finishing up here. We're probably not going to do too much more, as we luckily don't need much more. You gotta keep your eyes low when you hear those. How much copper do we actually have? It's my main concern. We got plenty. So I think I'm gonna start just wrapping up this area. We don't really need too much more. So I'm gonna be a little bit reckless, but not too much. From what I understand, the sound seems to be rather stable, so I'm pretty happy with it. I've been just keeping an eye on it every once in a while to make sure there's no incident. That's gonna cause a minor collapse. Oh, guess not. Yep. I just want to finish up this area, see if we can get a relatively good standing for it. Okay. Yep. There's plenty of that stuff here, so I'm actually not too concerned. Bit concerned that I might have a giant thing of stone falling on my head at one point soon, but I do have supports up there, so it should mean that it's a little bit more stable. Doesn't mean I can guarantee it like that, but it's at least relatively safe. And there we go. There we go. I think we should probably go up the stairs once. And we'll start mining out this area. We have plenty of this material so far. This is actually really good. And I think it's about time to call it for this area. And start actually moving over to the next area. And starting up the bloomery. There's not really much else we can do here. So we're just going to mine out this entire area, hopefully not cause a collapse, because this is actually a little bit unstabling. I'm actually going to stabilize this a bit. That was unsmart of me. If I remember correctly, ooh, that will cause a collapse. I should probably be mindful of that. I'll just leave that one under there. I don't really need that much material here. And since we're in such a good position, I'm not going to be concerning myself with too much of that. There we go. Looking pretty good. Make sure my mic's actually recording. Would be really annoying if my mic just wasn't recording. I think we have another one up top. Oh. So we'll grab you two. I see the collapse. I'm not too concerned. Might as well put gravel here. Let's see. Do we have our third mine up there? No, we do not. Okay. Well, not a problem. You can see this is just all so nice. Get that done. Get that done. And we could probably call it for the area now. We don't really need to be gathering that much more. Let's see. Yeah, that looks like plenty. let's actually fill up these and start the process of heading out. Let's fill that up. Okay, this is now filled up. Let's get this one filled up. Yep, there we go. So now I can just toss that in, or these two in. I'll toss these in as well, and we'll seal this up. Yeah, that one's actually not something I'm going to need, so I'm just going to toss that down there. This is just for me to maneuver things around here. I'll probably be returning for this stuff later, but right now it's not necessary. I think I need the reeds for something though. And let's head out. Because from what I understand, we don't need anything else in this area. And we should have enough copper. I think it's about time for us to make our first iron tools. And if we do need more copper, we'll then... Oh, I can't run. Please, drink. There. Yeah, that was fun. Come on, keep drinking. There you go. I just don't need to have a creature trying to eat my face while I'm trying to get out of here. And yeah, that's starting to get just a little bit too loud. Getting our ore. Might as well take some seeds. White elm, I have plenty. I'm probably going to take the grain just for it being useful. Let's see. Jars. This one's empty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill it full of the copper pieces. Probably toss the wheat in, or the seeds in. Probably toss these in as well. Okay. We can actually sit right here. Toss this down, unseal it, and fill it with the materials. That's actually not filled very much. And we'll be swinging by our old mining camp. Grab stuff there, and we'll be pretty much done here. Oh, I want my bow, because the bow is actually relatively useful. I don't need this junk here. Don't really need that. Don't press the button, please. Toss these two in. Good, sealed. Pretty sure this should be empty of anything of value. Might as well take the gem. Doesn't hurt. And let's take a look. Where's our area? Yep. Looks like we're heading back over to the mine. I'm thinking I might just grab the gems for fun. Might as well. We also have some gems at the old base, so I will see about grabbing those as well. But push comes to shove, the gems go in the trash, or on the ground. Technically I could just, what is it? Embed a tree with a gem. So it's not really too much of an issue by any regard, so there we go. We got our copper, we're I'm actually pretty happy. Finally got the rain to stop. Hooray. Gems. Oh yeah, I want to take the barley as well. Might as well, because it's actually a relatively... Actually, I'll leave the shell's head here. Knife. And let's get rid of all decay from that material. And I think I saw something that stacks. There you go. Technically it stacks, but we have too much of it anyway. So, let's start heading back. First stop is the old mine, which is pretty far north, actually. That direction. Yeah, right now it's actually really dark in my room because it's a bit hot. The temperature is actually pretty absurd right now, and I don't feel like having any lights on to add to it. And I'm okay with cold weather, it's just hot weather, not my cup of tea. And there's a ravine here, need to be careful of that. Just mind that it's there. I do see something that looks like it's a harvestable. Yeah, that. Well, let's see what's down here. It's actually a pretty shallow ravine. I mean, it's deep enough that you could still fall into it and probably suffer a very bad leg injury. Might actually kill you in TerraFirmaCraft. Especially in TerraFirmaCraft, where pretty much everything can kill you, whether you want to or not. Or you want it to not. Whether you want it to or not. There we go. Can't speak today. Yeah. I'm partially wandering around too, but in the general direction I need to be. Galena. Which is pretty much lead. There's some silver content in it, and you have to use a mod to actually gather that. What is it? Did I say copper? No, it's silver. Regardless. There we go. But yeah, the silver content in Galena is not really worth it. But if you really need it, then yeah, there is an option to do it. And I believe it's something to do with nitric acid. Because I saw nitric acid in the mod, or at least the item pages. And I do know that silver can be dissolved in nitric acid. And I do believe was... Oh! Okay. That's a lot of copper there. Yeah. Let's see. And it's just standard copper, but that's exposed copper here. Great. After searching all that time, I ended up finding a section that actually had copper. Oh well. I have to stack things. Stack. And then I'm probably going to carve that up as well. Yep. Because I want this extra material as well. Copper in any regard here is pretty essential. Yeah, that's a lot of copper actually. It's probably not as much as what we got, but still, the mere fact that I found it after I had already searched for it, it kind of annoys me. There we go. And I'm not too worried about time, because now that we have our required material, I just want to avoid jumping in lava. Oh, that's hematite. Yep. Small chunk of hematite. Which is iron. What is that? Okay, it's actually rather deep. Okay, I need to be slightly careful right now, because yes, I know I need to get a bit more north. In fact, oh, if I go directly north, I can get to a waterway, at which point I don't have to worry about creatures. Do be careful around these areas. They sometimes have fake water that just... It's water that's only like 1 or 2 deep, but there's actually nothing under it, causing you to fall through it. I've had that happen a couple times. Though it hasn't been as frequent in... That's why I refreshed on water. Just in case something like that happened. Yeah, especially around areas like this. I noticed that there's some areas that just don't have actual blocks under them, and so you just fall through. It's usually around these little volcanic vents. Something like that. Luckily, there doesn't actually seem to be any, like, hostile fish in the game. Oh, I forgot my boat, didn't I? Yep. Well, that'll be fun to get around. Now, oh, I left my saw there, didn't I? No, I didn't. Okay. I left my scythe, though. That's not even an issue. Now that we have the copper, I don't have to worry about that, because I can just make an iron scythe. This may be a little bit dark, because unfortunately I have to do this at night, but I don't feel like cutting this out, and I don't have a bed or anything. I left the bed because it wasn't too much of an issue. Luckily my keyboard glows, and of course I hit a piece of glass. Or clanked glass. I think that's a banana tree. This basalt sand actually looks pretty nice. Oh, plum tree. Oh, don't need it. Don't need it. Don't need to care about it. Yeah, always face towards the sky when you're drinking, because if you don't, you'll just fill up your freshwater sack with salt water. And it'll be very unpleasant for you. Also, one of the best things to have for filler is the seaweed. When you're making a lot of food, the seaweed, or dried seaweed in this case, is actually an excellent filler because it's so abundant near seas. Yeah. Yep. We're getting there. We just have to skim through this a bit. And really, this, I like the sky because it actually shows up. It shows up relatively well compared to vanilla skies in the recording. Though the grass and this biome, especially the water, will look really dark. I kind of hate that, what is it? YouTube darkens everything, but I guess it's really just their format. And oh, I forgot to grab the bushes too. The raspberry bushes, because I'm seeing those. I kind of want them. Especially since those seem to have grown relatively tall, and I want them. Okay, there we go. Got all 6, yep. just have to avoid the local creatures. Or in this case, get him to blow up near me. Luckily, it's not nearly as fatal as most other things around here. I think it was in here, had the gems. Nope. This. Sapphire. Actually can't take any of it. Okay. Main thing we're after anyway is the copper that's in the mine just over here. There's likely some hostiles in this area, so I'm just going to be a little bit careful. But overall, this area should be still relatively safe and stable. Where did I put it? Oh, it's right over here, of course. There's the copper. That's a lot of copper, actually. Toss that. Because this is the one I'm actually going to carry. Or maybe this one, actually. Toss that in there. How many are in here? A lot. Okay. Well, I think I'm actually going to go to in here, and I'll see you guys in the next episode when it's day. So, see you guys in the next episode. If you enjoy what you're watching, like and subscribe for more. Have a nice day. See you in the next episode. See ya.